Hello, 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 good people. I am Angel Kim. This is Pen and Sword. You are here with the beautiful ladies of Tesoro. And tonight we have an amazing feature, Miss Tierrah Nicole. So y'all give some love to Miss Tierrah, who has graciously accepted my invite to feature with us tonight. Listen, if you want on the open mic, put it in the comments and I got you. We will start off with about two or three people for the open mic, and then we're going to get into our amazing feature and hearing what she has to bring. So let's go ahead and get that rolling. First of all, let me ask our beautiful feature, Miss Tierrah. Are you with us?
I am. Can y'all hear me okay?
We hear you perfectly. How are you
Awesome.
feeling tonight?
I feel absolutely honored to be here. You are my girl. I love you. You always provide me with the opportunity to be featured and just open me up to different platforms. So I appreciate you. You are such a huge supporter of the poetry community, and I love you. So I'm so grateful and honored to be here, Queen.
Aw, you are most welcome. Listen, I have been listening to you for a long time. Excuse me. And just hearing you, I tell you all the time, your pen is mighty. Your pen speaks volumes, and your pen has something to say, girl. You have a voice, and the world needs to hear it. And when I come across people like that, I always try to make sure I grab them for whatever I do. And luckily, you don't ever say, going over there with that girl. She's crazy. You always be like, yes, ma'am. Yes, yes. So I thank you for that. Um, you don't know how much of an honor it is to have you here tonight. So thank you for your yes. We're going to get into our open mic. And I have our Tesoro sister, Prada, who's going to open us up for this open mic. So, Prada, where you at, babe? Are you
There
ready?
we go. Hi.
Hey,
Hi,
hey.
hi everyone. I'm
What's
making dinner.
going on, beautiful?
Okay. Are we doing one or two pieces?
Go ahead, rock two. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. It's like I'm in dinner time, middle of the week, things going.
Wow.
Okay, here we go.
You
Both of
ready?
them are new pieces. Here we go. This one is
Okay.
for Issa. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna read that one last. I'm gonna read this one first. This is brand new. It's titled He Lettered in Letting Me Die. There are a handful of photographs I can clutch from my childhood. That it's it. Still, a million pics I've already snapped of my children, maybe to document their existence or slow the downward spiral of my life's will to live like this. All bets hedged aside, he didn't care if I died. He lettered in letting me die until it became obvious he was a spectator. Voyeur, fistful of popcorn at my decline. I wonder if he set a timer. When to call the coroner. How quickly could he get me cremated? Blatant mandated reporting. Apparently, we are all responsible and ignorant. But somehow I still tangled with the teasing, taunting pleasures of being pain free upon death. I was only exhausted in my body. Chemical response to this satirical infection. I wonder if he signed my life away when he slipped that ring on my finger in front of my family, or slipped his dick into other women in front of God, or lied to my face that soaked into my brain because I just wanted to save us. Because I just wasn't broken down enough yet to think my life was a lie, to think that he was a liar, to think that vows held power. Because I was just a woman, because I was just a mother, because I was just a wife who didn't meet the criteria of a closed mouth and open legs, round the clock daddy daycare system on a conveyor belt to his pleasure, where and when and who he felt should play with me. She thinks, you should have been a better wife to my boy. He will always be a boy, and I will always be not human, not equal, not deserving of breath or opportunity to leave. Just another wife who didn't satisfy her husband. It's always the wife's fault. Until the word no tasted like a bitter blasphemy symphony between my teeth, lead-based paint trauma, too late to rot my brain, so I said yes to be a good wife, to have a good life, to do as he said, to keep my kids close to me and not worry where we slept. So I kept quiet and small and still almost dead. Almost. Enough to quell the quenching thirst of violence, destined to my doorstep upon saying I do, until no one notices my absence and the breath comes through plastic tubes in my nose now, allows me to touch tomorrow, because if I don't make it, someone has to speak as to why I died. Or almost. Because in the time it took to read this poem, 3,424 people experienced domestic violence somewhere in the world. And yet I lived long enough to write this. That's that piece. I still have not
Wow.
processed my hospital stay from the beginning of the year, so it's gonna come out. This one is for my daughter. This is for Issa. Somewhere along the lines of your hands are the soft caresses of my grandmother, the sharp, spiteful strikes of my mother, and the familiar folly of my own hands, crafted by purpose, your breath bore to their sight. When I held you as my own, and you cried, but never permanently mine, only your shepherd. Watchful eye and teasing smile for all who never understood us anyway. Daughter, life changer. The best thing to leave the world a better place. Our ancestors run through you now, tunneling ant colonies towards change. I have to believe you will know love. I have to believe you will fight for peace, because you've seen the lack of it. You've seen the lack of both from my weakness, from those sworn to love us. From darkness you erupted into this madness, stoking a strange kinship with challenges, and so we rise. We rise, my child, for each other, for all who do not wake today, who grieve and rage and enraged it back then. I say, rise up, rise so high the sun finds jealousy and the moon admires your shadow. Rise so that others believe flying isn't just for the immortal, but for believers. Remember, your hands are built for holding, creating, loving, and welcoming life from darkness. For our lines run wild and free from all attempts to erase our existence. We are proof of each other, always. I love you always. And always will we find each other in the lines of our hands. Thank you all so much.
Y'all show Prada some love. Show us some love. First of all, Prada, the passion that you had in that first piece. Ooh, I needed a breath after that one. I remember when you were in the hospital. I remember the battle that you had to fight, um, and just trying to gain your voice back, trying to breathe again. The strength that you portrayed during that time, I know you don't look at it as strength, but you were able to convey that in this piece. And, whew, yeah, girl, yeah. That second piece you did is, oh, go ahead, go ahead.
No, I was just saying thank you.
You're welcome. The second piece you did was beautiful. So thank you for sharing both of these pieces with us. I really do appreciate your love. Y'all show Prada some love. Y'all can drop some hearts. Y'all can use the chat. Y'all can come off mic. I don't bite your head off here. Um, wow. So the next person I have up on the open mic is make sure I say the name right again. Make sure I see her still in here. Is Miss Venetia, right?
Yes.
Got it.
I'm
Look, I'll
known
be
as
trying to make
Peace
sure I
Love.
have it right.
I'm known as Peace Love and V. Venetia is my name.
Ah, okay. I thought you looked familiar. Look, y'all chop it up to my. I told y'all I'm blind in my left ear, deaf in my right eye. I be
It's
looking and I
me.
be like, girl, who is it? She look
It's
familiar. But
it's
now that
me.
I hear the voice, yes, yes, yes.
First
How you
off,
doing, my love?
I want to tell her that that poem, both of them, it's kind of like the second one. It kind of soothed you a little bit, you know. For me, that's what it was. Um,
Okay,
and it takes a lot to share, stuff like that. And it was beautiful.
definitely, definitely. Well, what do you have for us, love?
So I'm about to do a poem for you guys. It's called Come Home So I Can Harvest Your Memory. And this is kind of new, maybe about a week or so. So get ready. If I could plant my emotions into the earth and harvest our memories over and over again, I wonder if the grief would be so heavy. And I wonder if I was able to walk right into my kitchen and grab you like a pear out of the fruit bowl. Would my mental be more steady? All that I have left are memories, and I feel like they're always trying to fade. I wish my tears would fall into earth's soil and create a memory parade where I'm seeing bubbles of memories that never fades and the bubbles never pop. If only it were this easy to bring you home because the grief is hard to drop. When I fall into sleep is when I actually wake up. A lot of y'all crowns are blocked. That's why y'all always stay up. I love waking up the loved ones coming to see me. Hard time be when I'm waking up and I'm the one leaving. As usual, I'm the one grieving. Conversations always like nothing ever changed. Honestly, the visits are comfortable, but strange. If I could just plant my emotions into the earth and harvest you a few times a year, then maybe when we're talking and you respond like you're here, it'd be a little less weird. And that's a poem, y'all.
Y'all show some love, show some love, show some love. Did you have another piece you wanted to do?
Um, Not that I'm comfortable with doing now.
Okay, no problem. You can always circle back around after our feature
Right,
gets
because I
done.
got a bunch of them. I just gotta find, if
No
that's.
problem at all. Thank you so much.
Thank
It
you.
is so good to hear you and see you perform. I know I see some of your videos sometimes, but it gives a different feeling when it's real time. So thank you for sharing and being here with us, love.
Thank y'all.
All right. I'm gonna do one more for the open mic and then we're gonna get into our feature. And Tierra, you can jump in at any time if you have something you want to tell these queens. So yes, you can jump in at any time, love. All right. Next up, I have the beautiful Nay. Are you there with me, love?
I am here.
How are
Let's
you?
see. I'm good.
All right. Well, you have room to share, so there you go. Let's see
Okay.
what you got, love.
All right, this piece is called When the Stage Becomes My Altar. I have never been a performer. I'm not good at acting, and putting on shows has never been my thing. It's probably why I don't have many friends now. Even family tends not to fuck with me when they realize I don't get fueled by gaslighting. The soul speaks louder than the mouth, and I've never been a fan of rot, so the smell of decay in their word and the words they spew is reason enough for me to stay away. Fake. Ain't never been a makeup I painted my face with. I'm an all natural girl and don't need nothing infecting my pores, causing blemishes, making my shine dull. That's why when I hit these stages, I need people to understand I did not come to entertain. I came to release. Don't think I came to feed you healing while I'm still learning how to be gentle, tending to my own wounds. I'm here to scream through words I suppress because crashing out is not an option. I have no choice but to be the bigger person because I got little people watching me. And I refuse to let them see someone pulling their mama out of character. They'll never witness such witchcraft that harnessing the power of their dark art of letting another puppeteer my emotions. Instead, I write everything on paper and burn it on these mics so my petition is complete. Return every negative thought to sender and watch any soul that doesn't mean me well squirm in their seats. I am not a performer. I'm a truth teller, spitting stories of the experience and feelings I had not to validate anyone else's, but to free myself of my own. Of course, others can relate, and I'm grateful, but I need this shit off me far more than I need your snaps. I appreciate the appreciation, but I'd still do this if nobody ever clapped. I do this for me, to see myself completely through the eyes of others, not through the eyes of others, but in my own reflection, my own mirror. So every time I recite, I'm choosing me. I'm choosing to breathe life back into my silenced words, to reclaim another piece of myself and become free of the burdens weighing on me, to reintroduce myself to all the fragments I buried and refused to see. So right now, in this
Pose!
moment, I am choosing to be
Go get your hair blow dried.
the poet you know as Secret Scribes, and this is my release poem.
Ho, go get your damn hair done. I wouldn't come up there.
Venetia, thank you. Sorry about that, Nay.
It's okay.
Thank you so much for sharing that
Of
piece right
course.
there. Yeah, I relate to that piece. I think a lot of us can relate to that piece.
Yes.
Um, but I love how at the end you basically reclaimed your power back. That's
Yes.
always important.
Mhm.
Powerful piece, queen, powerful piece. Did you have
Thank you.
another one you wanted to share?
No, I'll wait till we come back around. I want to hear tea.
All right.
That's
Bet. Only thing we ask is that y'all make sure your mics are muted when someone else is speaking. I know accidents happen. So just be aware. All right, y'all. We are at that time. Our beautiful queen, the beautiful, the powerful, the amazing Miss Tierra Nicole is going to grace us with her presence on this mic. Tierra, first things first. Who is Tierra Nicole? The
Mm.
person, not the poet.
The person
The person.
I am a fighter. I'm
Mm.
resilient. I am a loving sister. I am a mental health advocate and a social injustice advocate. Dang, what's the word? Social injustice. I speak out about all of that that's going on in this world. And I'm just back to this is like my rebirth. I'm finding
Hmm.
myself again after everything I've been through. So I'm here to inspire and empower. That's me.
Amen. How do you separate the Tierra you with the poet? Or do you separate them?
Mm, I don't. I don't separate it because poetry saved my life. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for poetry. I tried therapy. That didn't really work for me. Nothing against it. It's just I found healing through my words. So I can't separate the two. We are one and the same.
I understand that one. And yeah, therapy is not for everybody. That's like college. That's like, life. There's a lot of things that aren't for everybody. You do what works for you. And if therapy works for you, then that works for you. But if poetry works for you, writing your thoughts out, and that's what heals you, continue to do that, Queen.
Mhm.
So go ahead and tell people where to find you. And let's get the name of your first piece and get into it.
Most definitely. So my name is Tierrah Nicole, and y'all can find me on IG. It's Tierrah, as you see here, with the underscore and then Nicole. And I'm also on TikTok. That's where I record my content and then I post it on IG. My TikTok is Tierrah2222. So y'all can find me on there as well. Um, this first piece that I'm gonna give y'all is called Know Thyself. And I'll say this is one of my signature pieces. So here we go. I am a queen. And it took me a long time to realize this because I suffer from low self esteem. It was the roughest patch of years for me. I would get used, verbally abused, ostracized, criticized, and ridiculed. I felt like I had no one to talk to. Every night I cried, my feelings I would hide. I was so deep down in depression, I never knew that I was on the verge of committing suicide. I felt alone, and I thought to myself that maybe this world would be a much better place if I was gone, because I was sick of it. I was sick of my life being constantly judged, but not being little Miss Pretty and perfect. No life at all seemed much more worth it. But one day, God came before me and had this to say. It hurts me to my heart to see a child of mine suffering this way. And worse, you're thinking about throwing your life away. If nothing else, remember this. Nothing's more precious than your life, so cherish it. And I thought about this. And I said, you know what, God, you're right. There's nothing more troubling than taking one's life. Once this was realized, God had placed an angel before me, and this angel didn't need any halo or wings, just a pen and paper to express my feelings. God gave me a savior, which was a gift of poetry. Poetry was a way for me to testify, to vent. It was a way for me to free myself from the darkest thoughts so that I can be released from my self resentment. Because no one should ever have to feel this way. So I have this to say, ladies, know your worth. We come from royalty. It's in our DNA. We're worth more than diamonds, which is considered to be the hardest material known to man, but not as hard as breaking on the walls or barriers that have been put up by a girl who's been through more hell than she can withstand. Diamond, a precious jewel that's measured by the four C's: carat, clarity, color, and cuts. Yes, cuts. Like the slits on the wrist, which is something that a girl might turn to when she's just about ready to give up. Self-inflicted pain, a reflection of the inflicted pain caused by her peers. Blood-stained tears are the only thing that she could think to do to soothe her demented soul because it feels like her life has been spun out of control. Diamond, graded on a scale of 1 to 10, which is how we're graded time and time again on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being the so called ugliest and 10 being the most good looking. You see, life for me just felt like one big beauty contest, like a shell covering a pearl, only seeing what's on the outside without giving the contents on the inside a chance to manifest. And a ruby, what a fine piece of jewelry, which equivalent to how we can be looked at in the streets like a piece of meat or an arm piece, taught to be seen and not speak. Well, I say enough is enough. It is time for us to come together, ladies, and step up. No longer will we tolerate being seen as that thick slab of meat just sitting there waiting to be eaten. No, we are women who are tired of being physically, mentally, and emotionally beaten. Let our stories be heard around the world that we are queens, girls. We are worth way more than any amount of diamonds, rubies, or pearls. We are blessed, we are strong, and we are beautiful, and we are God's gift to this earth. And I'm telling you right now that there's nothing more remarkable than a woman who knows her worth.
This girl, every single time, she never miss. Oh my goodness. I love you so much, girl.
That was powerful. That was
Thank
Yes.
you.
powerful. Whew,
I,
all right.
I consider that one of my signature pieces. Just a little
That is
background on that one. Thank you.
definitely a signature piece. Heck yeah.
Thank you. I actually was asked to write a poem, create this poem for an all girls conference.
Mhm.
And so the theme was I am worth more than diamonds, rubies, and pearls. So I looked up diamonds, rubies, and pearls, got the meaning of it, and then I just made it more personal and put my own story into it. And this is what was created out of that.
Love it. Ooh,
Thank
all
you
right.
so much.
Keep it going, baby.
All right, I got you. All right. So this next piece that I'm gonna do, this is called Against All Odds. Um, Here we go. I've been writing these poems because they feared our melanin. They knew for a fact that black don't crack, so that's why they applied Woodside backs. I've been writing these poems because they feared our potential, because they feared that we would succeed. That's why they forbid us to write and read, forcing us to remain mentally stagnant. Ooh, they hated our black magic. That's why they smeared it with white supremacy. I've been writing these poems because they feared our potential, threatened at the fact that we are essential. Child, we are so efficient that even with the bare minimums, we still created miracles. I've crafted masterpieces with these poems and turned my poetry into psalms. While a song said black is gold, and he wasn't wrong because my black is fierce, my black is strong, my black is the reason I've been writing these poems. My black is Lauren. My black is Scott, Badu, Maya, and Simone. My black is goddesses like, oh yeah, give me y'all and Osun. My black is curls, fro, braids, twists, locks. My black is persistent, baby. It can't be stopped. My black is a combination of seasonings like Lawry's, Tony's, Obey, and Slap Your Mamas. My black can also make getting fair opportunities that much harder. Yeah, my black is resilient. My black is power. My black is love. And I am proud to be black because that's nothing to be ashamed of. Thank you.
You better
I love
talk
that
that talk
piece.
and walk that walk, girl. Yes.
Thank you. I love that piece. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Queen.
I was gonna say, that's one of my favorite pieces from you. Because when you get into that flow, that flow be impeccable. I'm like, yes, give me yeah, girl. Yeah, I'm gonna be quiet. Go ahead.
Oh, you good, Queen. So there was
I'm
a
trying to be quiet.
you good, you good. Listen, I love the energy. So the more energy you give me, the more energy I put back. That's how it goes. But I want to thank you for challenging me with this piece. So for those of you who don't know, there was a challenge. King
All
Kamieri
right, we can't hear you
did.
now.
I
I don't know
started
if
his
it's you or
poem.
me.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Testing, testing,
Yes,
1, 2, 3. Okay.
gotcha.
Sorry
I
about
want to hear
that.
everything you got to say.
So, just a little bit of background about this piece. There was a challenge. I've been writing these poems challenge. It was started by King Kamiera, and then Angel Kim challenged me with this piece. So that's how this one was created.
Hold on, Queen. Is somebody
Hmm.
unmuted? If you unmuted, please mute up so we can hear everything she has to say, y'all. All right, go ahead, love.
All right. So, I was just saying I want to thank you for challenging me with that piece. I've been
Mhm.
writing these poems. That's my take on that. Okay. This next piece is called Titanium. They say it takes a village to raise a child. Well, adults need a village too. Because it's in our nature to be the nurturer, but who's going to be our superhero and protect us? Who's going to be our savior? For me, I had to be the superhero to my own story because it takes a lot of healing to strengthen your spirit so that you can have faith enough to be brave enough to pivot off the beaten path that wasn't meant for you. Because I can't fight someone else's battles while I've got my own battles to fight too. I had to cut ties and leave because sticks and stones may break my bones, but your words still haunt me. I think it's crazy how people can justify tearing you down by saying, at least I didn't put my hands on you. What an ignorant thing to say because mental, emotional, and verbal abuse is still abuse. My heart may beat red, but you treated it like it was an Everlast punching bag and beat it till it was black and blue. You inflicted pain by saying my name and you got your kicks by making jokes at my expense. How could you be bully and bay at the same time? You made me your punchline, and this was your way to keep me in line. Then when I tell you what's offensive, defensive. You had the nerve to call me sensitive, and that's some BS. That's so narcissistic and manipulative to make me out to be the bad guy in a relationship. You saw that I was feeling empty, and still you gaslighted the shit out of me. Your words cut like a machete, and after you ripped me apart like paper mache, I prayed for better days, and I alchemized those tatters and transmuted them into titanium. You like playing mind games, so I adjusted the mind frame in this cranium, and now this vessel is vibranium. I am more than bulletproof, so fire away. Your words are just going to ricochet because I'm immune to the ridicule, no longer feeling minuscule. Your words used to hurt like hell, and it desecrated my mental, and I became a hollow shell, but I had to tell myself that I am essential, and I was created to inspire and empower. Advise myself that I had the power that I never lacked. It was just untapped. I found family and community, which is something that I love, and it taught me that I can face off against any obstacle and still rise above.
Whew. Let that breathe. Let that breathe. Oh, mm. Take some deep breaths for me, Queen. I need you to be okay. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. I hope y'all showing her some love in the comments. I hope y'all showing us some love in the comments. Throw up some emojis. This queen is pouring her heart out. If you need to get a drink of water or something, please do so, Tierra. Because I already know it takes a lot to put your heart into some of these poems and to give so much of yourself through these pieces. So if you need a moment, just let me know, baby. Mm, mm, mm. Whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready.
Mm,
Ooh, Jesus. This is why I say you got power in that pen, girl.
thank you. Oh, that poem always does that to me. It's
That's okay.
one of the hardest pieces that I ever had to write.
Hmm.
But when you love somebody but you don't feel valued, you have
Yeah.
to walk away. You have to. And that
And it
was
is not
hard.
easy.
Oh, it was so hard. But I had to do what I had to do. That's when I say I'm resilient.
Yeah.
I'm a fighter because this is what I had to fight through. Because I
Yeah.
know my worth and I know I deserve better.
And you do.
Whew.
You do.
Mm.
Mm.
Thank y'all for being here. Oh man, it's such an honor, such a blessing. That's why I say me and Porchy are one and the same because
Yeah.
when I was in the midst of it, I went 3 days without eating or drinking anything. I just went through 3 days of just depression, and
Hmm.
I literally started writing, and I wrote myself out of depression.
Mm.
I've never done that before
Wow.
because when I fall into that hole, it just digs deeper. It digs deep, and it's hard for me to get out. But I gave
Yeah.
myself 3 days grace, and when I wrote this poem, I felt liberated, and that's when I walked away.
Mm. Ooh. Yeah, because sometimes that depression, and I know for firsthand, it ain't an easy thing to come out of. So the fact that you gave yourself 3 days, yeah, salute to you, because baby, it took me a minute. It took me a whole minute to pull myself out of that. It
Mm,
ain't easy.
it's not.
So yeah,
And
salute to you,
I'm
Queen.
not. Thank you, love. I'm getting out of it. You know, he's been served, so I'm about to see that other side of it. So I'm happy about that.
And
But
that's what's important. Your
I love y'all.
happiness.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you need a
Whew,
moment, a little longer? Are you good?
I'm
Want to
good
do this
now.
last one?
I'm gonna do
All
this last
right.
one.
All right.
So this is called Shout Out to Pyro because he inspired this piece. This is called You Shine Anyway. You are a star So nobody can dim your light. And even when you get thrown in heat like a bread and baker, you still rise. And when life throws a test at you like a ton of bricks, you bleed out testimonies. You are a warrior who is fearfully and wonderfully made. So even on your worst day, you're going to shine anyway. Be ruthlessly authentic. And if misery want to get wild by making the first swing to start some drama, you get wilder. Duck dodged and hit it with a two-piece, followed by a haymaker and say, mercy swings harder. You are the champ amongst the chumps. And even when things got a bit rocky, you still stuck to your creed. So don't need for a medal to show proof of your strength. Just you being here after all you've been through is a true testament. You come too far by faith to turn back now. You back now. And no, regardless of what you do, people will paint their own picture of you without even knowing your background. Slight you just to spite you. Just because they can't stand the fact that they got dealt the bad hand, but you played your cards, right? So even when a room full of spades like a diamond queen, you gonna shine anyway, big and bright. So stay the course. Preserve that energy and guard your essence. Keep in mind that everyone that you come across don't always deserve to be in your presence. Birds of a feather flock together, so be the dove amongst the pheasants. You are on this earth for a reason, so use your discernment to determine who's been in your life for the long haul and who's just there for a season. See, when it comes to you, baby, you are otherworldly, like a mythical creature, something rarely ever seen. So don't let people or things put out your fire queen. You ignite and leave them seasoned, because a dragon like you should never apologize for breathing. Whew, love that piece.
That was fire, man. Yeah, that was beautiful. The whole set
Thank
was beautiful. Thank you. It's first time me being up here with, my girl Angel Kim, Three the Hard Way, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed every one of y'all. Thank you. Appreciate you, Queen. We'll definitely follow you. Definitely.
Well,
thank
hello, Tierra Lamar.
Hey, Pyro.
hey
Y'all
Pyro.
just know
Um,
this is only the first half. This is only the first half. She coming back with some more.
Listen, I came through for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I want to let you know something. Yeah, I know I'm retiring, but
You know what? Don't have me throw
listen,
something at you.
I got that
A6
Snickers for
Soul
you.
will never
Anyway,
retire, man. What's wrong with you?
hey,
A6 Soul
listen.
will never retire.
Oh, we do. We taking a long sabbatical. But anyway, the point
Take a
is,
sabbatical, but you ain't retiring. Get Tierra her love.
anyway, I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? Let me say this. From the very first day that I met you, I told you that your pen is a force to be reckoned with. And you have grown so much. It's just so beautiful to see. Um, you remind me of a blend of Alice Walker and Nikki Giovanni infused. And I am so proud of your growth. I'm so proud of your pen. Your penmanship is out of this world. Anti is still one of my favorite pieces, to this day. And this one, you shining with like, yo, just the fact that you can really make a poem smile even if you go through periods of depression. And it's so amazing to hear from you. Like I learned from you. You are absolutely amazing, and yeah, job well done. Um, yeah, I'm very proud of you, and yeah, keep doing what you're doing.
Mm, I
Yes,
received that,
indeed.
King. Thank you. Pyro cured my writer's block, y'all. I call him Professor Pyro. Them prompts be prompting. He's
Oh,
amazing.
Pyro prompts for the win.
you know what? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna keep that to myself. This ain't the space. Tierra, I have some questions for you. Then I'm gonna let you get into your next part of your set. Um, but I want the people to get to know you because we hear your power. We hear the power of your pen, the power of your voice. We hear the softness of you sometimes. We hear the tender moments of you. But I want to get to know who is Tierra Nicole, right? Some of the fun
Mhm.
parts. Of course, because there's more to you than meets the eye, and we all know everybody has layers, right? So I want you to tell me something. What is your passion outside of poetry? Like, if you were to not have poetry, what else would there be for you?
Mm. I'll be honest. If I did not have poetry, I would probably be out there like going to school for makeup because
Huh?
I'm all about inner beauty and just bringing it out on the inside so the outside can match what's on the inside. That's me. I
Mhm.
love makeup with a passion. So I would be a
Listen,
makeup artist. Just doing
and,
anything to make people feel good.
and you do makeup well. Let me tell you, and I think that's beautiful. I think that's beautiful, and you can still pursue that. Um, what would you think would be your three most skilled qualities that you have?
Mm, three most skilled qualities:
Hmm.
being authentic,
Okay.
mm, seeing the light in others, even when they don't
Mm,
see it themselves,
okay.
and I'm a big family person. I'm all about community. It doesn't even have to be blood relatives. It can be just
Hmm.
finding like-minded people and just holding on to them. Because it's hard to let people in, but once you find those like-minded people, it's
Hmm.
it just opens doors for brand new opportunities. So I'm all about family.
Okay. I like that. I like that. Family
Thank
over
you.
everything. So yeah. And if you could travel back in time, what era would you go to and why?
Whew, the 90s. I would go back to the 90s. Oh my God. Between the music, the movies, and
Yes.
just the
See, I knew I
whole
liked you. I
90s
knew I liked
culture,
you.
the shows. Yes, take me back. If we can get the 90s prices, that'd be good too.
All right, all right. So I'm gonna tie this question to this one. So if you could put on a concert back in the '90s with any poet, any artist, music wise, rapper, whatever, who would be your six people? I'll even give you eight, but six people that you would
Mm,
choose. What six artists would you choose to put on
Tupac.
a worldwide concert?
Tupac, first and foremost.
Okay.
Nas.
Oh yes.
Let me see.
And this is poet as
Um,
well.
Poet as well. Okay.
Yeah. Poet,
I
singer,
would
rapper.
Sonny Patterson,
Ooh. Okay, that's a good one.
Erica Badu,
Definitely gotta have Erica.
Lauren Hill,
Mm-hmm.
and let me see. Common,
Okay.
DMX.
Okay.
Who would be my last? Who would be my last? Mm. Oh, Black Ice.
Nice. No,
Black
wait a minute.
Ice.
Which Black Ice? You know, there's two of
Deaf Deaf Poetry Jam, Black Ice.
them. Just
Yes,
checking, just checking.
yes. I grew up on Deaf Poetry Jam, so yes, I was, yeah, all of
Yeah.
them.
That would be one hell of a concert for real. I would come to that. I would come to that. Um, with the way the world is today, and we talking about today times, and how the government and everything is. I know you speak a lot on things that affect us, our people, and whatnot. As a revolutionary poet yourself, where does that passion come from?
Mm, I love this question. That passion comes from my grandmother. She taught me how to write poetry at the age of 9, and she
Oh, I love
lived
it.
through that Jim Crow era. So
Mm-hmm.
she taught me a lot about Black history that they didn't teach in schools. So
Mm-hmm.
that's where that passion comes from.
And if you could rewrite history, what is it that you would change about it? One thing that you think would affect us today.
Mm. All the unsung heroes. There is a lot of Black history out there that they do not teach, and we have
Yes.
to reprogram ourselves with think like even in history books, everything is just distorted. So if
Mm-hmm.
I could just sum that up in one word, the real truth.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that. Because there really is a lot of history that is not in books. And if we don't teach our generation and the next generation, even our older generation doesn't know a lot of the history, then it's going to get lost along the way. And I think that's where poets and storytellers and writers become essential in documenting those histories and that, and all of that. So yeah, I like that. Um, when you get ready to write your pieces, how do you determine what you're going to write other than pyro?
um, so the inspiration, it has to hit me.
Mhm,
Whether it be I be inspired by a song or a movie that
mhm,
I look at, or I listen to other poetry. Like I'll go to YouTube and do like wine poetry, and
mhm.
I just listen to like different platforms, and I'm just like, okay, and then I get inspired. I can never force it because it doesn't come out right. It has to hit me naturally, and then I just get to flowing.
I understand that. I understand that. So if you could give a message to your younger self, and I know this is a common question, if you could go back and leave a message for your younger self, what would that message be? Something that
Hmm.
you would want her to know.
I would want her to know that it gets better.
Yeah.
It gets better. You are going to get to a point in your life where you know your worth, and your all the tests and trials that you went through,
Hmm.
you're going to be saving some lives with your poetry. Your testimonies is going to touch somebody out there that's been through the same thing you've been through. So keep fighting and do not give up.
Nice. And do you think you would be the pen or the paper?
Woo! I am the pen because I bleed this ink. You hear me? I bleed this ink.
Definitely. Because as long as you the pen, you'll never stop writing. And you can write on
Exactly.
anything. Amen. I
Exactly.
knew you were gonna say that. I just wanted to make sure. I just wanted to make sure. Listen, I'm going to let you go ahead and get, because the people came here to hear you. Let's go ahead and get into your next four pieces. And then I'll ask you a few more questions after. But I know they want to hear more of Tierra Nicole. And if y'all want to jump on the open mic, go ahead and drop it in the chat, the comments, so that I can go ahead and grab you now. Because once she's done and I ask her a few more questions, we're going to go ahead and let you finish out with the open mic, and then she's going to close us out with another couple of pieces because we're not here all night. We're here for a good time, not a long time. All right. All right, Tierra, the floor is yours, love. Name those pieces and let's get into.
All right. So this piece is called Breathe Again. In the Pocahontas movie, when she asks, "Can you paint with all the colors of the wind?" Were we really tuned in? As a child, we hear the song and sing it. But listening to the song as an adult, now the lyrics just hit different. I can't breathe. And as it stands now, even with the kaleidoscope lens, you still can't picture it. You can't paint with all the colors of the wind. We live in a society where you get treated different because of your skin pigment. I can't breathe. And when cultures collide, the world divides, people die. Now you're left with the color red when the paint dries, thrown over a muddled mess made up of mass massacres, unnatural disasters, planes falling like rain crashing out of the skies. I can't breathe. Babies dying due to genocide as war rages across the seas. I can't breathe. Citizens waiting anxiously with bated breath to see what the next executive order gets pushed across the desk will be. I can't breathe. Chaos erupting in the Congo with pillagers killing villagers for their rare minerals. I can't breathe. It's a worldwide hellscape. Even outside the states, people so quick to grab the peace that we can't make peace. So that's why we protest in these streets to speak up. I can't breathe because we are going backwards. And it's a damn shame. So when the world is ready to paint with all the colors of the wind, that's when I'll be able to breathe again.
Come on. Yeah, if y'all didn't feel that, something wrong. Whew.
Thank you.
Mm-mm-mm.
Haven't done that in a while. All right, let's see. This next piece that I'm gonna do, this is called evolution. I may be 4'11", but I feel tall. And even when I continue to stand, I'm sorry. And when I continue to stand, even when my presence want me to fall. Yet the only fall that's taking place here is in autumn, when the leaves fall off the trees, because I'm floating on cloud nine, and spiritually, can't nothing touch nor hurt me. See, it took God to order my steps so that I can get back up again like Donnie McClurkin, and I broke the shackles off my feet so I can dance like Mary Mary, and I stomped my way into a new revolution. Because it did rain down on me. But the storm is over now, and I smile. So now I don't have to imagine me being free because I am, thanks to poetry. I had to remind myself to hold on because change is coming. There's going to be a shift in this matrix. I just had to brace myself for it. I had to do the shadow work to get uncomfortable in order to become comfortable. And yes, there were a lot of cries. But like Yolanda Adams said, yet still I rise. So now behold the lamb that used to be me. Because I had to shed that sheep's clothing in order to reveal this queen. And don't, there was no wolf under there. This is raw poetess with a few testimonies to share. Poetry was a revolution to this evolution. That's why I had to put in this work so I could heal my hurt. It was the answer to my prayers all along, even when I didn't see it at first. And I'm just astounded at how my poetry is the anchor to keep me grounded. See, for me, spoken word is everything. It is the silver and gold to all things, and it's the reason why I sing these melodies from heaven, because it's so dear to me. Poetry allows me to speak my mind and say what I want to say, and is the reason why I'm here as the person I am today. So I thank God for granting me the strength to get through these hard times. Because this caterpillar has finally broken out of her cocoon and has transformed into this beautiful butterfly.
Yeah. Yeah,
Let
you
that
be writing. You be writing. I'm gonna need a book, man. I'm gonna need a book. We gonna talk
I,
about that in a minute. Come on.
I got you. I got you. So if y'all don't know this by now, I'm a Kurt Franklin fan. So yeah, that's where that come from. All right. So let me see. I am going to do this next piece. This is called No Surrender. Shout out to Pyro because we did collab on this. But this was also inspired by Angel Kim. So here we go. I built a home inside my name, constructed a poem that's abstract inside my internal rhyme. Freedom became my foundation. Spoken word was my salvation, and poetry is the agriculture to this once barren world cultivated inside my head that I had grown accustomed to. I guess I cried enough tears to water my own roots. An April shower bring me flowers, so watch me bloom. No surrender. Cause see, my faith was a flicker before I made it fire. So becoming a better me has always been a burning desire. I just lack the fuel to ignite it. And my trauma has always been a trigger before I turned it into triumphs. But once I mastered my peace with these gifted hands, I molded myself into a metaphorical savage with a fiery passion, snuff out any harmful distractions with excellent marksmanship. Snapping at any demons the devil may have sent. See, God got my back, and now I don't miss. And I found my reason to live, so now I can't quit. And with Him fanning the flames of my faith, I know I got this. No surrender. Because, see, my crown is made up of the same hands of the people that tried to break me, but it was God who saved me. So I don't want no refunds or regret because I wouldn't have no testimony if I ain't had no test. This is bigger than myself. Because, see, before I saw my worth, life was mentally taxing to where this made no sense. Steady becoming more costly and it almost cost me, so I had to change because I almost gave up. But I remember who my God is. So He did this big one and hit the jackpot when He created this goddess. So call me y'all His contender. Cause I still got some fight left within me, no surrender. My peace ain't for sale, cause I done been through too much hell, and at that time chaos was my currency, which became too high of a price to pay. Cause it kept taking away from me, slashing away at my self-esteem, so I almost didn't feel seen. And I became a fraction of who I was supposed to be, which led to my depression. My mental balance was so deep in the red that I ended up being in spiritual debt, never recharging myself, and I felt empty and lifeless. Yeah, once I added value to my life, I became priceless. No surrender. Whew. Love
Yeah.
that piece.
Yeah. Girl. I'm loving this because I'm getting so much of you right now. I love this. I love this.
Me too, Queen. Thank you so much. This is such an honor. And I hope everyone is enjoying it so far. Thank y'all
Baby,
so
if they
much.
not, I am. If they not, I am. And listen, y'all. If you would like to donate, you can absolutely do so. Um, there is a link in our chat. If you'll see, Miss Stacy dropped it down there, um, where you can go to PayPal and donate. 90% of that goes to our poet who is featuring. 10% of that stays with Tesoro so that we can keep these Zooms going. But 90% of that goes to our poet. So listen, pay our poet. Y'all want to get paid when you do features, right? So does our poet. Even if it's nothing but $5, send it to her. $10, send it to her. If it's $1, send it to her. Anything that you want to donate, please do so. Please do so. Cause our girl got things to do. She got places to be. She might want a cup of coffee. She might want something sweet. You never know. She might need a new pen because she definitely gonna run out of ink eventually. So she gonna need a new pack of pens. But I'm just saying, help pay this poet. So the link is in the chat. Please donate, please donate. Also, because I forgot to mention this, and I said I wasn't gonna forget to mention this. If you are joining the open mic, we don't screen share in here. Charge it to my squirrel brain. I have blonde moments, y'all. So yeah, just know we don't screen share, but you are welcome to join the open mic. You do not have to have anything memorized. You can spit off the dome like our brother G Dash Jones. Hey, but I see you, love, and hey, Miss Hattie, I see you as well. Thank y'all for popping in, Ascari. I see you, love. But yeah, y'all don't have to have anything off the dome unless you just want to. Um, Look, I lost count. Was that four? Was that four?
I do not remember.
I don't remember. I don't remember. Okay, you know what?
One more for the one time, and then we can jump back into the questions.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll do that. We'll do that.
There we go. All right. So first and foremost, shout out to G Dash for this because he challenged my pen with the Spike Lee references. So here we go. This is called Pandemonium. It's some crooklins in the house because it's crazy out here. This world done got out of control like Alfie Woodard when she couldn't handle them kids in the household. So the boy got his inside man dismantling the government like the levees broke. watching tons of progress away and everything that holds this country accountable by bypassing bylaws, misfiring without cause, and shoving executive orders down our throats. I mean, they just went in guns and blazing, smoking out the chain of command as we choke. Desperate gasping for air, they continue drowning us with drastic decisions that's detrimental to our way of living. Got rid of DEI, and now everybody got equal opportunity to lose. Got us out here singing the Mo Better Blues. So for all those that took the bait, got reeled in to cast that boat like it was a red hook summer, you got game. And he just played you. Y'all just got bamboozled. Now they got the last laugh like the kings of comedy. So jokes on you. You ain't shit funny over here. I'm just speaking the truth. It's so much going wrong. It just gives me a surreal feeling that I'm on my 25th hour in the twilight zone. I just wish I could be the town stopper. To Malcolm X marks the spot on the clockers. Travel back in time before the MySpace, Facebook, IG, Snapchat, Twitter, and TikTokers. I just wish I can go back to my school days where life was much easier and you didn't have to think about what bills were getting paid. Not only word was not being home before the street lights come on, which meant that you were staying out too late. But as we get older, we realize that the world's a much colder place than anticipated. Because when the heck did it become okay to live in a reality where the cops are our biggest ops? Boogeymen with badges shooting us down like animals got us sweating bullets like it's jungle fever terrorizing these streets. I mean, how hard is it just to do the right thing? See, I just want to live in a world full of hope and peace where you don't have to play a game of love and basketball and jump through extra hoops just to reach your dreams. If the opportunity presents itself, we should be able to grab it, like she gotta have it, and live our lives accordingly. But instead, we live in a system where the system is designed for us to fail. This is not our American dream. So that's why we use these poems to tell our hood tales. So in other words, welcome to hell. Thank
Y'all
you.
show this poet, this amazing poet, some love. Come off the mic, show some emojis, drop it in the chat. Y'all show her some love. Ooh, yeah, yeah, you did that. You definitely did that. Um, was there ever a time that you felt like you were misunderstood when sharing a piece?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Uh, my mom took me to. It's not the mom too, because she put me in those creative writing classes, and I was in this writing workshop,
Hmm.
and as you can see, I speak with a lot of passion when it comes to my poetry because I want people to feel it. But it got
Yeah.
mistaken for being angry. And I said,
Mm,
no, this is not anger. This is passion. It's the difference between
yeah.
reading your poetry and performing your poetry. And when I get up on that stage or when I'm presenting to someone, I want people to feel each and every word. And you might not have gone through what I went through, but you're gonna feel this emotion. So that's when I got misunderstood because they took my passion for anger.
You know what's funny is my mom and my sister kind of did me the same way. They happened to come through one day when I was on Clubhouse spitting a piece, and they started laughing because they didn't understand why you reading it like that. And I was like, I had to literally go to the restroom and close the door to finish because they were cracking up because they didn't understand. It was like, why you do that? So yeah, I definitely get it.
Mm.
I definitely get it. And it is definitely a difference from just reading it and then performing it. So yeah. Um, how do you see yourself evolving from where you are now?
Ooh, one, getting that book out, getting that book out, and two,
Hey.
yes, two, traveling because I would love to perform on different platforms outside of just Florida, outside of
Mhm.
Jacksonville. I wanna the furthest I've been was Atlanta, and I met Justin Patton. He was the host. It was at a Urban Grind. So that's the
Yeah.
first time, I actually ventured out. But I would love to go to each state and just perform at an open mic. It doesn't even have to be a feature. I just want to get my name out there, because I love
Listen.
this art so much and it's just so near and dear to me. So just doing that and networking and connecting with other poets and being able to love y'all on person.
Listen, if you ever decide you want to come visit Texas and visit me in Little Old Texas, I will take you. I will take you to Houston, to Juan Poetry and Dallas, because I got some friends in the Dallas poetry scene. So let's go. Let's
Love that.
go.
That's a dream of
Um,
mine.
what, to hit Juan Poetry or to come to
That was
Texas?
a come to Texas, period. Y'all poetry
Yeah.
be yeah.
There's definitely some amazing poetry here, from Houston to Austin to Dallas. It's definitely some amazing poetry. So yeah. Um, your book, your book. When are you looking for that to come out?
Mm, I would say sometime next year.
Okay.
Yep. I know that's kind of broad, but
It's
yeah, I'm not
broad, but we talking about the beginning, the
gonna.
middle, the end.
I would say towards the end of next year,
Okay.
I would like to have that book out.
All right. Bet.
Yes.
I'm gonna be checking on you with that. I'm gonna be checking on you with that. I
You
know some
please
people that know
do.
some people. Like I know some people that know some people. So if you know need some help, let me know.
I
Uh,
appreciate
so that we can get that book on out there. Plus, you always got Pyro in your other pocket. You know,
that.
that boy put out a book every week. I swear.
Oh yes. Definitely.
Maybe not every week, but it feels like every week. Um, what have you learned about the poetry community that you love? And what have you learned about the poetry community that you feel needs to change? I'm not going to use the word hate because I hate that word, but what do you feel could change?
Mm, I'll start off with the things that I would like to see change. I would
Okay.
like to see more underdogs getting recognition. Cause there's a
Okay.
lot of fire poets out there. I love
Yes.
the big names too, but you know what I'm saying. I would like to root for the underdog. Like let me see somebody I ain't seen before.
Yeah.
So I would
Yeah.
say that. And just making those avenues more available, for people who don't know, and just be like, hey, if you're trying to get to this level, let these be the steps that you can to get to that point, so you can be that
Hmm.
poet. So
Definitely.
that um the thing that I love about the poetry community,
Hmm.
I would say just how everybody's pen is different. Like everybody has their own style of writing. I've been writing poetry since performing poetry since I was 17 years old, and I'm
Okay.
35 now. But my pen really evolved once I got on this Instagram scene because I was able to meet poets from
From
all
all
over the
around.
globe. Yes, and my pen has evolved like enormously because I'm just like, I didn't even know that was a thing. Like the reference poems and stuff. I didn't do reference
Yes.
poems at first. I was always talking about, what was going on, social injustice and things like that. So just to see how there's so many levels to it and it just inspires growth. I
Hmm.
love that. And I got a chance to meet all of y'all.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely. And I agree with you on that. I have met some amazing poets in person, but definitely online as far as Clubhouse, Instagram, TikTok. I have formed some amazing bonds with amazing people, and I would not have done that if it wasn't for certain platforms. So I agree with you.
Mm,
I agree with
yes.
you. Um, I'm gonna ask you this last question because I know some people that want to jump in the open mic. If this was your last chance to send a message to our young Black girls that are out
Mm.
there, and it doesn't have to do with poetry, it can do with anything. What would that message be that you would leave them?
I would say run your own race. Don't let someone else's success scare you from reaching your own.
Mm,
Or don't compare yourself to other people. Just because they reached this level before you did, that should give you more reason to keep grinding to get to that level. So run your own race. Don't compete.
yeah,
you know,
definitely.
that's my
Yeah.
message.
Tierra, you're amazing. And you are definitely not one out here competing with anybody. You are running your own race. And I love seeing it. I love seeing it. And I'm right here with you along this journey. Gonna be one of your biggest cheerleaders. I ain't putting on a mini skirt. I'm telling you now, because they don't need all them cheeks out. But I will be your biggest cheerleader over here in the warm up suit with the pom pom. I got you. I got you.
Yes,
But
I love it. I
but
love it.
but I absolutely have enjoyed you tonight, and I hope you enjoyed yourself just being here tonight. We do have a few more for the open mic, so we are going to get into that. Um, Let me see. I got to go back up. Y'all know. Give me a moment because y'all know I'm blind. Uh, I know I seen G Dash. I believe. If I'm wrong, correct me. And then I know I have Miss Stacy who's gonna close us out as far as the open mic goes, but I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anyone. If I don't see your name, please let me know. Uh I don't know if Hattie is still here. Hattie, if you're jumping on, let me know. Nay, yes, ma'am. I know I got you coming back around. Is Prada still here? Did Prada stay? I think she left. Okay. That's okay. And Miss Venetia, I didn't know if you were coming back on as well. So yeah. And I think G Dash left. Did G Dash leave? Yep. That's okay though. So let's go ahead and do this. Nate, if you're ready. Okay, Miss
Yes.
Hattie. I
Yep.
appreciate you. All right. So let me go ahead and get you. And then we'll go from there, love.
This piece is called The Safety Between Us. We spoke for a few days before we decided we have a date. I was nervous and excited at the same time because this man, he wasn't my type, but I could see he actually liked me. The way he looked me directly in my eyes when he spoke to me gave me all his close and personal attention. It made me feel a little bashful at first, like I could feel my armor slipping. His gaze commanded it, entranced me so he could peek into the windows of my soul. Whole time I thought my shades were closed, but there I stood, naked, exposed, and unmasked. He discovered me, finding the wizard behind the curtain and seeing how vulnerable I was. When he spoke to me, it was gentle, like he was speaking to the scared little girl inside. He lured her out with the candies falling from his lips, asked her about what she experienced and if life had been kind to her. And that little motherfucker told him everything. I mean, she let it all hang out while I screamed in the background. She was giving away softness he hadn't quite earned yet. I thought I might want to give him some, but I never wanted him to see me this naked, telling stories how we lived in a hell where I gave my ex hell after he smacked fire out my ass. She was talking way too much, giving away secrets only meant for our ears. Man, I couldn't wait to be alone with her little ass. She was going to feel my wrath, but when he touched our face, wiped away tears I hadn't realized were falling, told us it was okay to cry, and he understood how damaging bearing so many bones could be. His compassion allowed me to release ghosts I wasn't aware had made home in my body. He gave me the space to relax and serve eviction notice to the squatters living inside. Me and this nigga was crip robbing graves I made up in my mind, taking the remains to the dock of the bay and leaving them sitting at the bottom of the river of the unwanted. And I felt so much lighter. And the little sister inside me was so content, no longer starving for attention. I thought I heard her snoring, sleeping comfortably in the comforts of being understood. while I stood in shock, amazed how this man opened me up, talked me through it, and gave me the most beautiful climax with no sex involved. Is this what love means? To be seen and heard, understood and embraced, to be welcomed into the arms of someone who only wants what's best for you. Who knew this one date could change the parts of me that were virgin to touch? Helping me make room for this gentleman, letting him open every door I'd ever lock. I'm glad I took the chance and let him in. For once, I didn't question the moment, didn't search for the flaw or wait for the fall. I let it be. Let the warmth linger on my skin like a prayer that finally got answered. Not loud, but steady, true. And it ended like every other night. Only the next day, I woke up with a lighter heart, a bigger smile, and another date for greater encounters. And now I'm thinking, damn, I should have started therapy sooner. Poem.
Mm, come on. Wow. I need to hear more from you, ma'am. Yes, indeed. Please, please, please. I don't know
Hmm.
if I think I'm already following you on Instagram, if I'm not mistaken. But send me a DM if I am, just in case. Or if I'm not,
Absolutely.
just in case.
All
Yeah, I
right.
need to hear more from you. Thank you so much.
Thank
Yeah, I
you.
love that piece. I love that
Thank you
piece.
so much.
Indeed, indeed. G Dash, I see you back. Are you ready, my love?
Absolutely.
All right. Look, I was fussing. I'm like, how he gonna disappear? All right.
And your
All
hair
right,
is
you have the
herring.
mic.
See that with the swoop too and the color. You wasn't playing with him. You wasn't playing with him. Tell him what. Angel
You know
Kim ain't for
what?
play. Not with that. Tell him I'm look. I'm gonna say it, and it just stay in place. With it. Look.
I was screaming. Thank you.
Well,
You have the floor.
all right. Oh, real quick. Because I feel like doing it. Should I either have you or Tierra give me a word, or y'all both can give me a word?
Tierra, what word you got, love?
Let's go with music.
Music. All
Mm,
right. All right.
okay. Since she chose music, I'm gonna choose rhythm.
Rhythm. Okay. Music and rhythm. All right. Let's cook. All right. I'm thinking, I'm thinking, I'm thinking. What what do you want from me? Those were the words that were said, but it was almost like they weren't received. And if they were, they weren't replied to in a way that gave them what they would need. So now all of a sudden I have to assume that this music is out of tune and this rhythm is missing this whole nation. I don't get it. Maybe I do. All right. See, because when they said, "What more do you want from me?" When he said it, I mean, let me clarify. He said it, but when he did, he looked into her eyes. He could see it in which she couldn't choose to say because she was tired of saying it was no more lies. No more times of being surprised about how we would coincide, but all of a sudden you just want to be inside and then you will leave after you go down, after you rise. That's not what she wants from him anymore. Although those things that she wants from him is almost like he couldn't have that. Those records wouldn't play, those lines they wouldn't say. This was something that was like, it was for everybody. It was like the music that you hear inside the store. That's not something that would keep her attention. She couldn't be captivated by it. The engagement would be lost. It's easy to ignore. Therefore, he couldn't realize why he couldn't keep that. Okay. I'm just going to move it along so I can change the perspective because he still asked that same question and it still felt like it was something being neglected when he said, "What do you want from me?" Oh, and she said, to help keep the baby sleep, to help keep the drama out of reach, to help make sure that you practice what you preach and you learn the lessons that you teach and that you hold on tight to everything that's supposed to be in your grasp when your spirit choose to reach. that was a contract that he was supposed to make with himself, but he been chose to breach. So now, when that's what she wants, no matter how she feels as she grows up, she'll see him as something that doesn't have those things. So now she's searching for him in another man, and seems to keep winding up with the ones that lie when they sing and they croon in a different tune. But this is the life that she was raised up in. So now this is all that she knows to bring. So once again, what more do you want from me? To be a stand-up nigga, like to dap me up and be loyal though. Like what I mean is you're not gonna try to smash my girl, and you've been real deal since the soil though. Like guaranteed, this ain't even about the bread, but it's always about how the currency flow. It's about how we could be in the same cipher, trading lines and bars for bars, and I ain't even gotta say nothing because you already know. Like that's my man, you know. But maybe I'm asking for you to be something that you can't even be. So now what he's trying to figure out is how he can really be my bro like my bro was supposed to be. Not just having surface level conversations, but when my people's passed away, then I can still be like, yo, fam, yo, just chill, blow one with me. For some reason, when it gets real, he the type of nigga that always retreat. So I don't even ask for him to be that type of homie for me. So when he chooses to beg and plead, what do you want from me? He can't see a stand-up guy. He says it in the mirror. He can't see the person that feels confident in everything that he's feeling. He can't see the person that he was ever supposed to be, because since he was little, the person who was raising him to be who he has now become wasn't really around, or at least was only around for his mom to have fun. So now what he's trying to be is an example of something that everyone is telling him that that's not what they want. And now it's just when we're trying to figure out, is it them or is it him that got him messed up? And I get it, because he's always slipping, he's always falling, and he can't ever seem to get up. So when he hears that song, the music brings him to tears. It's the rhythm and the poetry, or the poetry that made him feel a rhythm, but it still couldn't fix him. It's like he would ignore it versus getting in gear. He just hear the gears grind, and hopefully in due time he would make the right moves. But instead, it's like he's choosing to lose his mind. So what more do we want from him besides to be him? I guess sometimes being yourself ain't enough. If you never grow up, you'll just continue to lose until you win. Poem.
Come on. Come on. I love when you do your thing. Thank you, G Dash.
Thank
I
you.
love it. I be smiling the whole time you be spitting. Like it's just amazing to watch you. It's like you can see the gears turning in your head. Like I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, I love watching you do your thing. Definitely.
I appreciate it.
All right, all right. Um, I think Prada, were you still doing another one, love? Are you still with me? Going once, going twice? All right. Well, Miss Tierra, I wouldn't be right if I didn't do a poem. So I'm gonna give you this poem. And y'all bear with me. Cause yeah, I don't have my all my stuff to that I broke my stand, y'all. So y'all bear with me. All right. If love was a weapon, she'd be a black woman. Lips loaded with hymns and war cries, hips swaying with balance of heaven and hell, voice slick with sermons and side eyes, a trigger tongue that could birth kingdoms and burn down bridges with a whisper. She's not made of steel, she is steel, forged in fire and fried fish Fridays, seasoned with scripture and sass. Her silence is more dangerous than any man made missile. She doesn't need a safety on, she is the safety. She's come home after chaos, the don't make me come down there, the prayer whisper between gunshots and paychecks. She carries revolution in her rib cage, grandma's girt tucked between molars, mama's mourning stitched into her Sunday's best. A whole bloodline of women who made miracles out of make do's. She's reason still standing ain't just a phrase, it's a flex and not just a testimony. Call her loaded. not just with pain, but with praise, with poems passed down like pocket knives and prayers wrapped in lace. Every bruise is a blueprint, every scar is a sacred scripture etched in melanin and memory. You see, she doesn't need to be reloaded. She rebirths, shoots truth from hip, healed from holler. God didn't just make her, He molded her from thunder, lined her spine with psalms, and crowned her with don't try me's. He did his thing when he made her. He didn't hold back not one single drop of divinity. She's not just love, she's the battlefield and the blessing. Because you don't survive centuries of war and still love as loud unless you're the weapon and reason the war ever ended. So next time you see her, don't flinch. Stand firm in her presence and understand you not just looking at a woman. You're witnessing what happens when God makes love lethal and calls her a black queen. And Tierra Nicole, my darling, that is what you are. And I appreciate you, my love.
Mm, thank
All
you so
right, all
much.
right. You're welcome.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. We're gonna let Miss Stacy, who is our founder of Tesoro and our magnificent, dynamic, revolutionary, who I call her a soul poet, a storyteller, everything you want to imagine. This woman is amazing when she hits a mic. She is going to give us a piece. Miss Stacy, are you there with us?
Yes, ma'am. I'm right here. Can you all
All
hear me
right, all
okay?
right. Yes, ma'am. You have the mic, my darling.
Thank you, love.
You are welcome.
So, oops. Let me just pull up the one that I want. Um, before or until my phone decides to cooperate, can we get some flowers and love for Angel Kim, who has just become our full-time um, runner of the show as such. And also, um, Tesoro runs on donations. So if you like or you're able to help us continue our flow, just go to PayPal, hit poetswind at hotmail.com and do what you can do. 90% of anything that you donate goes to our artist. 10% comes back to Tesoro so that we can keep the lights on. And this piece is one of the show pieces from my book, which is hopefully dropping end of January, beginning of February next year. So, airport coming out of Tennessee, sharp banging noises. Somebody yelled gunfire, and the place shut down. Flights canceled, runway closed, TSA lines stretched to the back of the building, and the only people on the floor, Black and brown women. Soothing, explaining, the only people on the floor, Black and brown women, taking care, solving problems, Black and brown women making sure that everyone is taken care of and okay. Show got Zoom bombed in August. Filthy racists screaming filthy pornographic images, so I killed the cameras, apologized to the guest, put up a closed session, and did the show. Another day soothing and explaining, another day taking care, solving problems, another day being a strong Black woman. I had nightmares all week. Sick stomach, headaches, and nobody knew. Except for the one sister I had to call because I had work to do and couldn't fall apart. I had work to do and needed to protect my people. I had work to do. And strong Black women take care, soothe, protect, solve problems, right? Kamala Harris took over the nomination. People started breathing again, got hope again. Felt like maybe we weren't going to die through errant trumpidity. Gets called bitch, she smiles. Gets called half-breed, she walks light and hopeful, gets the entire weight of the free world dumped at her feet, and is required to smile and laugh and be strong and protect and care, serve, solve problems, be a strong Black woman doing what strong Black women do and looking good while we do it. Another sister on the floor holding hearts together, because that's the job, right? That's what we are born and bred to do, right? Stay calm, keep it together, teach, soothe, hold up, hold out, hold it in till you can get somewhere private. And even then, don't take too long, because somebody needs feeding or holding or help. Knowing that to be true, knowing that there is nothing to be gained in telling you that blinding, painful truth. Come closer. Let me ask you something. When do I get to lose my shit? Our mothers bade us stand straight so that we did not dirty our wings in the dust. Our fathers bade us stand up so that our crowns did not roll into the gutter. But the world bled us, beat us, stole our children, made us responsible for holding up the damn sky all the damn time, then said, oh, by the way, we need just a little bit more, sister. You got just a little bit more in you, don't you, sister? The least protected and most abused, the lowest paid bulk of the workforce, the ones who create the movements that get buried in the dust of the rush to correctly frame the story. The world envies and imitates, craves our lips, our hips, the way we style our hair, our joy, our dancing, but when they are looking for ways to deny, to denigrate, to bring down, they come for us. How we fix our hair, Simone Biles. How we sing our laugh, Kamala Harris. How we fix our mouths to say whatever we need to say, me. And every other sister who keeps telling the truth. And then we are loud and extra and manly and wrong until the world comes running to us again to make it right. I would like for just a day to be valued. I would like for just today to have my contributions recognized past what I do for other people. I would like for just one damned day to not hear the word resilient used to describe me. That's not a description. It's a dismissal and a death warrant all rolled into one. I would like for my sisters to stop believing and being told that our worth depends on what we do and who we are for our people. I want Black men to stop using us as an icon or an excuse. I want white women to stop using us as a crutch, a repository, or a vessel to constantly drink from but never replenish. I want white men to stop thinking of me and us as an exotic trophy, a revenge on their ancestors, an aggravating source of children that crowd your welfare rolls, ruin your schools, and raise your property taxes. And that day is gonna come, believe me. But not right. Not right now. Not next year, not in the next 20 years, because there is too much at stake and the world hasn't learned to hold itself together yet. You can't jump ship because believe me, we'll get everybody else on the lifeboats and get left to drown. Because that's the job, right? Soothe, comfort, and protect everybody else first. And I want to stand on this mic and howl, cuss, scream, shake the whole earth with stories about where my heart and all the bodies are buried, but I can't. Because I have little sisters coming up whose way will be blocked, banned, buried if I tell all the truth at this moment in time. So, all right, not tonight or tomorrow or I don't know when. But I need to ask America, Africa, every island, every continent, anywhere, there is a sister holding it down, holding on, crying in the dark, or having to hold herself so tight that her heart doesn't have room to break. My frustration, my life needs a calm, clear, not defined by what other people need from, demand from me. Seriously, world, I am a Black woman trying to live through the burn of reality in this world, and I gotta know. I gotta know. When do I get to lose my shit?
Wow. Ooh, yeah. You got me with that one, Miss Stacy. Jesus. I'm gonna need to hear that again. Not tonight, but I'm gonna need to hear that again. Very powerful piece. Thank you for sharing that. Ooh. Pyro, I see you came back and hey, half heart. We are closing out our open mic because we're gonna get out of here and let Tierra do one last piece. If y'all want to share something quick, y'all can go right ahead.
Yeah. I went to go write
Okay.
something new for I went to go write something new just for Tierra.
Look, you had a couple of weeks.
Oh,
Come on, come on.
Hey, I don't begin this right as of late. I didn't have my Snickers. No, I'm just playing. By the way, Miss
We
Stacy,
gonna
that
fight.
was dope. I want to dedicate this to every Black woman, especially to Tierra. This is a brand new piece called "The Heart of a Black Woman." The heart of a Black woman is not an organ; it's an archive, a living library that holds every story the world tried to silence and still finds room to whisper hope into the cracks of other people's shadows. She is a salt of strength God ever sculpted. A battlefield wrapped in tenderness, a lullaby that survived thunderstorms, a miracle with stretch marks from carrying everybody else's burdens when even her own were breaking her spine. The heart of a Black woman beats in bass. You don't just hear it, you feel it. It vibrates through generations, moves through bloodlines like a prayer with muscle, a survival song that don't need instruments to make the soul stand up. She knows love like it's a second language, fluent. Even when her tongue heavy from yesterday's disappointments, she forgives with hands still shaking, still trembling from what she had to crawl through, but she forgives anyway because she believes healing should never be withheld, even from herself. Her heart is a compass, never pointing inward, long enough to choose selfishness over sacrifice. She will hold your pain with her while her heart leaks, bandage your wounds with fabric she tore from her own piece, and still ask if you're okay before she asks of it of herself. The heart of a Black woman is a resurrection site. She dies in little ways the world doesn't notice, but comes back with a choir in her chest singing, I'm still here. She is the mother of movements, the backbone of families, the lung of survival, the poet of tomorrow, the prayer warrior's inheritance, the blueprint for endurance. When she speaks, it's scripture. When she walks, storms step aside because even the weather knows it's not equipped to battle her spirit. And yet, with all that strength, she still laughs softly. She still loves deeply. She still hugs like forgiveness and stands with like prophecy. So if you ever meet the heart of a Black woman, don't treat it like a treasure. Treat it like a universe because you'll never finish discovering how much divine work God tucked inside of her. Her heart is the greatest proof that heaven doesn't only exist above us. Sometimes it walks beside us, wrapped in melanin, carrying a smile that survived everything meant to break it. Loaded.
Oh, that was so sweet. I love
I'm
that.
hugging you right now.
Oh, that was beautiful, Pyra.
You about to make me
All
cry.
right. I
Oh,
know,
that was
right? That's
beautiful.
I
I
love
ain't
you,
heard him do that
Tierra
shit in a minute.
Nation.
I
I
ain't
love
heard him
you
be that sweet in
too.
a minute.
Oh, Lord.
I'm always sweet. Just give me my lemon heads and my connects, and don't be a degenerate like Half Heart.
What did I haven't even done nothing yet. I was just gonna give y'all one quick one and be peaceful.
All right. Well, we're gonna be peaceful.
Yep, and not a degenerate.
No limited profanity and no erotic, and we good. Let's go. You got it, half heart.
Changing poems.
That
I
is
thought
why I
about
said that because I was like, hold on, Lord have mercy.
because it was the new one that I had told Tierra about, which is the I'm
It
not your
must.
featured artist. But okay.
Oh, Lord. It must got a lot of her cursing in it.
No, no, not cursing. It's just that it makes a really big innuendo erotic joke, and
Oh,
on
okay.
yeah, it's one big old erotic
Oh,
joke
See,
all right.
in
Well,
one
Angel.
area.
See, Angel. Degenerate.
we're not
No,
gonna call
no,
them that.
it's only a small area, but
Yeah, we gonna keep it. Yeah. What else you
let me
got?
see. Let's see. We gonna go with I guess spin the block it is.
Okay.
Okay. Let me make sure nothing's weird in here. Okay, we cool. All right. This don't change nothing. Piece to pieces. Either way, I win. I took shots at the head, left them paraplegic. They write with a lisp. I write it go in Looney Tune comics. This coyote getting played by Roadrunner running wild packs. Nick, these wild crats don't know how to act. They think they big dogs. Ain't never seen these concrete jungles turn Zootopia. This ain't about beef. This the fat meat left on the plate. My boys said they like the chewy bit, so I serve them carnivore specials. In other words, this meat is murder. Meat and grease with Peter got them pinning charges on me like Mike Vick. I ain't know your dog was allergic to iron. Honestly, my mistake. Honesty. I had bigger plans. I hope he lived. I had good money on dude. I put 50 that he'd be the next 50. I know I put 545s in his chest under like an 808. It go bum bum bum. I told you I don't like to be around no bum bums. I didn't walk the 8. You can't walk a mile in my shoes. Detroit raised y'all juveniles. We ain't talking the rapper. We talking prison life. You think you did time before live by. You think you did time before, live behind bars, but that's lightweight. You ain't lifting 16s, these 32s, putting mans in ER, the big E rolling downhill. When you mention your name and hip hop in the same sentence, that's a life sentence right there. Death by lethal ball placement. I don't want to walk up in shiesties. I don onyx. You know, it's high noon the way I put pen to use. This daytime homicides turned to nighttime burials. It was 7 p.m. when 7 of your boys was out searching for you. You was found with 7 left in the chamber. I ain't give you a second chance to fire shots. Them extra bullets, straight luck. Thought he hit a jackpot. Dang. Should have shot you for all 7 sins, but if I did, that's how you know the game is rigged. That's how deep I dig. I want this to be straight up like an elevator. No more excuses. You exhausted your last trump card. Your right hand turned Mike Pence. I seen them sevens damning. Need an ace in your sleeve, but your boy's folded. Guess that's what happened when you can't hold the leash. Better hold your peace. This is a full house. You went all in against a poker face. That's bad romance. Got you looking Judah. I'm Big Mario. Don't you run from me, little ninja. You are not brave enough. You are not strong enough. Better do what you can and beat it. No MJ. Buddy think he bad like Jordan in his prime. He really washed up. Washington Wizards 2001 edition. He ain't trying to get subbed by Kobe with a fro, let alone one that did it with his soul. Your souls run thin. I can see them talking to you. Oh, and boys, that's how you close a casket.
Jeez. Jeez. Lord have mercy. Yeah. You did that. Just burn the whole stage down at the end. All right.
I
Oh.
also want to do my Tannehill.
All right. Well, Tierra, tell the people where to find you once again and any shows coming up, any other features. Talk to us.
All right, most definitely. So again, my name is Tierrah Nicole. It's the same as it's spelled here, just the underscore on IG. If you want to follow me on TikTok, that's why I create my content. It's a TIERRAH 222. As far as features go, nothing this month or in December, but January, thanks to
Wait,
Angel Kim.
okay.
Hmm?
So you did
Oh.
check your DMs. Okay, okay.
Yes.
I got you. All
Yeah,
right.
Poppy's Poetry Corner. See, y'all check me out there.
But you should have another DM
I got
for
another DM.
Slam
Oh,
Jam. Yep. So check that out. I told you, I got you. I got you.
okay, so something else in the works, y'all. So stay tuned. But before I get into this last piece, I just want to thank each and every one of y'all for coming here to support, show love, even if you didn't spit, just to be here and support me. It just made me feel so grateful. I thank you, Angel Kim, and the ladies of Tesoro for allowing me to grace y'all platform. This has been such a beautiful experience. Y'all got my power pieces. Y'all allowed me to be vulnerable. So I appreciate all the love and the support from each and every one of y'all. Love that poem
Mhm.
dedication, Pyro. You made me cry. I had to adjust my makeup, like have heart. Thank you for coming. So just everybody. I love each and every one of y'all.
We love you back, Mama. All right, let's get into this last piece and we're going to be out of here. Don't forget, if you would like to donate, 90% goes to our feature. Pay the poet, y'all. Pay the poet. 10% goes back to Tesoro so that we can keep the lights on. The PayPal is in the chat. So y'all grab that. Yeah, yeah. And if you have difficulty and don't have PayPal, hit me up. Hit me up. I got you. The floor is yours,
Yes,
love.
thank you. Portia Queen, I see you too. Anna Scary, thank you. And they. All right. So per request, this is my new stuff. This is called Fight. All right, here we go. Being chosen speaks volumes when you're a vessel. So the voices of my ancestors speak through me. I break barriers with every breath since love is the revolution I felt in my chest and see. There was a time where I wanted to silence the noise in my mind, Lord, but later I realized that I am a revolutionary, no Seth Rollins, but more of a Sada Shakur. I am the fight and the freedom fighting we're fighting for a scene. Asada's most well-known quote was, it is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. We must love each other and support each other. We have nothing to lose but our chains. And these chains know me by name, so they can't break me. And I will keep on fighting until my last breath because Angela Davis said, I am no longer accepting the things that I can't change. I am changing the things that I can accept. So I stand against the tactless taxes that terrorize the populace because prioritizing profit over people is preposterous. See, things become clear when you're looking through your third eye oculus. A real bird's eye view to see maniacal monsters throwing around the dominance as a show of force. A nationwide no king's protest let them know we wasn't going for it. See, those who are in power gain more power. And healthcare becomes a health scare because people are losing access. I wonder if that's the other reason why the earth rotates on a tilt to access, weighed down by the woes of the oppressed and tipping towards those who are in control. This dictator is ruling with an iron fist, and sandstone wings are getting chipped away bit by bit, causing cracked foundations to bleed out lies. Clouts is a hell of a drug when a nation is run by a government thug who tragically lacks apathy and will bulldoze his way towards anything, tearing down years of history just so a $250 million ballroom can arise. Sadly, that shouldn't come as no surprise. And this maniacal menace has the nerve to strive for a Nobel Peace Prize, oblivious to the fact that as soon as he started calling the shots was the moment that peace died, and now this country is under duress. While he uses money to be frivolous, yet we ain't taking this lightly. This is why we must remain vigilant and remember, we owe it to ourselves to surviving what tried to silence us. And we are proof that persistence has a pulse, and it sounds like purpose. It speaks out like Jasmine Crockett meeting fascism with defiance, demanding a difference with raised fists like Edward Bigman, Howard, Huey P. Newton, and Bobby Seale. The government unleashed their big guns in these streets, but we will not be still. We just want the evil to be reversed so that we can live. Did you know that lived is the devil spelled backwards? So I guess the White House is his dominion and the ICE agents are his minions because he makes the United States his personal hellhole, raising the stakes so everyone is beefing. But he will not bully us into backing down with his crackdowns, shampooing us with lies to keep us conditioned so that we don't recognize our own roots. No, we will be firm and stare injustice in the face. So hello, fear. Our name is Faith. And even though you may see us as things that can be squashed underneath corruption's weight, remember, even something as small as a mustard seed has the immense potential to accomplish great things, and we will not waver. So if this billionaire bully continues chomping away at this country, pushing us into a corner, then we'll eventually start showing our own set of teeth and use them to gnaw at the chains of hypocrisy, so true freedom can finally be released.
Talk yo ish. You know I love that poem. I love that poem. I love that poem. I love that poem.
Thank
Woo!
you. You know I
Thank
had
you
to
once
get it in
again. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. Thank everybody for coming once again. This is the end of our Zoom call. Y'all have, man, y'all came through and showed out. So I appreciate every last one of y'all. Tierrah, once again, thank you for your yes, Queen. Thank you. And anything you ever need from me, all you gotta do is hit. You got me on multiple platforms and my number. You know how to reach me.
yes, most definitely,
I
Queen.
lost your number.
Whatever.
You gotta
I
no, no,
guess
for real.
I guess I'll unblock you for the one time.
Thank you. That's
Unblock
all
is
I want.
crazy.
Yeah, you know what, degenerate, go your corner.
I have
All
done no
right.
wrong. I haven't got blocked by nobody. That was you, sir.
Thank you so much, Ascari, for being here, love. And
Thank
everyone
you.
else. Yes. All right, y'all. Y'all ain't gotta get off the Zoom. Well, y'all do gotta get off the Zoom. But y'all can go wherever else y'all want. We can meet on IG. All right. Y'all have a good night. Peace and
All right.
blessings.
Peace, love.